How's it going, guys? It's Joe. Welcome to the channel. Today is gonna be week 3 of our GAC 5v5 Double Fleets, and we are in round 2. We're going up against Roland, and guess what? I can finally pronounce my opponent's name. As in the last couple, I couldn't pronounce their names. But looking more into the stats here, he's got 600 to 700k more GP than I have. Plenty more in terms of ship GP. He's got more tier 5, however I have got the edge in tier 7 in terms of the relics. We are pretty close in terms of rank. However, he does have tons more lifetime banners than I do. Looking at the rounds here, he's got a bit of an edge as well, as he has much more experience and he does have better mods as well. He's got more 6-dot mods as well as plus 15 and plus 20. Now looking at his stats here, he has placed Kyber before. I believe it was about rank 3000 in Kyber. He does have a ton of successful defense, so he places a decent defense. And looking at the ships here, he's got more than enough. And of course he's got both Galactic Legends as well as a Luke. He does work pretty hard on his rebels. So he does have Chupio as well. So let's have a look at the board here. So in the front walls he's got a Padme at the bottom and a Finn. And at the top it looks like he's got Grievous, some Separatists, as well as a Django-led bounty hunter squad. Now, when I was planning my GAC offense for this particular battle, I was pretty sure he had a Galactic Legend in the back. So let's have a look here. Going against this Padme squad, I've seen a ton of videos, a ton of tutorials where they use this particular rebel squad. We're going to quickly stun Anakin from the beginning, and we're going to try and just decrease turn meter on Padme here. Although they will be resisting a ton of our attacks, or a ton of our debuffs, as they've got protection up at this point. And inevitably, they're going to get a lot of protection up as we are assisting constantly in this team. So really the main idea here is to try and hit them with our AoEs from Chewbacca and Chupio, as that's going to be our main damage dealer at this point. And we've finally been able to remove the taunt from GK, so we're going to go for Anakin for a bit here. And the good thing about CLS is once he gets that buff, he can actually target anyone out on the field regardless of taunt. So we're able to drop Anakin at that point. Our second priority here is going to be Padme, as she's going to be fueling this team with protection up. So we're still working around this taunt. We finally get a basic out on Padme there. And we're going to start working on Ahsoka. And having a look at the board, it's a pretty solid win, guys. I mean, it takes a while to actually beat Padme with this lineup. But really, this team dismantles Padme really well, as we didn't lose much of our health or protection, so we got a decent amount in terms of banners. And just quickly having a look at this opposing lineup's mods before I utilize my bounty hunter squad here. So our boss takes the first turn. He's the fastest one in this particular lineup. We're gonna gain taunt. We're behind Poe's taunt at the moment, so we can't target Han Solo in the back. And we're able to drop Han Solo fairly easily. We're gonna cleanse up a bit and heal our protection there. We're gonna place a burn on all the people. And we can just circumvent that foresight with our execute, but unfortunately didn't do enough damage. We do get to our payouts here. And I do believe that foresight actually protects against Jango's big hit. Gonna apply ability. Oh, we're gonna execute Poe here, which didn't really work out. Still stuck behind this taunt. And that drops Poe and Finn. So now we really just want to get the protection back from those attacks. So we're gonna taunt here. We're gonna heal up. So Grief Karga in this lineup is the absolute MVP, as really he provides a ton of healing for this team. So I really highly suggest you farm him, guys, if you don't have him yet. He is a pretty hard farm in the ship section. Although the good thing about it is you can farm him with the Rebel Bomber. So looking into the back walls here, there isn't a galactic legend. So I'm quite surprised, as this guy went really heavy on offense. So that gives us a ton of room to work around our roster in terms of what we're going to be using. As looking at the board here, the hardest team on the floor is going to be the Grievous team up top. And I did still have gas. So we're going to use gas against these bounty hunters, as that Jango is pretty fast as well. Although it didn't outspeed our Rex, so that's a good sign. We're going to drop him quickly, and with gas being the leadership, or in the leader slot, we're not going to worry about revives here. So we've still got Dooku here as the leader on this opposing team, with some bugs and Droideka. So we're gonna use this Jedi team on this Grievous, as there's really no one else we can use this on, which is probably a good thing. So I've never done this before, guys, so you're gonna have to bear with me. I'm gonna be trying out a few new things in this particular battle. So really, we're still stuck behind this taunt. And the great thing about Magna Guard is that he just keeps taunting. So the idea here was that I was just gonna spread Jedi lessons as much as I could on all my characters out on the field. And that just allows for us to gain more mastery on our characters. And I did try and see if I had enough damage to just go for Grievous from the get-go. As you can see, he's in the yellow now, although he's being fueled by B1. So really, I thought that Efflux could have done the trick. We're gonna heal up a bit here with Hoda. And it's not looking like we're going to be able to drop him really early, as they're gaining a ton of B1 stacks. And now we've got a Force Taunt on B2 Super Battle Droid in the side there. And we have lost a ton of protection and health just from the opening salvo. And just from B1 getting constantly fueled. So we're going to spread Master's Training around, get another Efflux, and look at all those debuffs on the field. It's pretty awesome. Now I did try to slow down the battle a fair bit here, as I really wanted to get that protection back. But as long as B1 is out on the floor, the problem is he's going to keep taking protection out of our characters, so we really needed to get rid of him ASAP. And we just dropped Newt. So we didn't gain our banners, unfortunately. And actually my opponent did a decent amount of banner regaining, as his score is pretty close to 2100. And we did still have Padme here. Now this particular lineup that I'm using, I usually utilize against the Grievous team, as this is a pretty safe 55 banner win. The problem was I was trying to get more banners with that Jedi Master Luke team. But this might be a decently good banner winning team against this Dooku squad, as we've still got a ton of health and protection. And in ships he placed a Rebel and Radus. So he went really offense heavy on both fleets and characters. In the back is a Phasma-led First Order with Mon Mothma. So really I was still looking to do the undersized feats here, so I wanted to undersize as much as I could. And I still had Vader with Wat Tambor. And really for safety I placed Palpatine and Thrawn, as typically I probably would have just used Vader and Wat Tambor. So quickly get rid of Executioner there, and I want to quickly get rid of OG Kylo as well, as he can take the banners away by utilizing his second ability. And now this officer is about to take a turn, so we're going to stop him from doing so. And Phasma is the only one left standing. And really probably doable with just Vader and Wat Tambor, to be honest. But really depending on Phasma's speed, as she can quickly ramp up that team with turn meter gain, and on the leadership they can be assisting a ton as well. So I'm able to stun all the people with Luke's attack there. Gonna pass this turn on Luke. And I'm really surprised that this Rebel team is actually holding pretty well. Although Luke's doing a ton of damage, as you can see 90k there on that basic. And we get a revive. Although at this point Luke wasn't able to one-shot Biggs there. As it's looking like this gent is going for Jedi Master Luke as well, as he started relicking up his rebels. And really I was able to drop the last tune on the opposing team, but I did lose some protection on old Ben. Now looking at this, I didn't want to risk it, as I've had problems utilizing Negotiator against rebels. So really we're going to use our Malevolence here with Hound's Tooth, just in case. And this should be our last undersized battle, so we can get that feat. So I tried to stun the Rebel Bomber there, which didn't work out for us. I'm going to use my AoE as I don't have that many debuffs out on the field. We're stuck behind this taunt for the time being. So it'd be great if we could just get rid of him here. Throw more buzz droids out on the field. When we do get rid of him, we're gonna get Spy out. And we can just quickly go for Han Solo here. We're able to drop him fairly quickly. So this is a solid counter against this particular rebel lineup. So we're gonna stun this big ship here, as we still don't have any debuffs. Might go for Biston here. And we can stun Biggs yet again on that basic. So that stun on that basic is extremely useful, guys. For about 60 banners. So the only problem that I have with utilizing Malevolence on offense is you typically won't get a ton of banners. And lastly, we're going to use our Negotiator against this Radis lineup. And I don't think I need any more ships. Famous last words, as if I did lose this particular battle, I probably would have lost the match. So I'm a little bit worried, as I've got a little bit of health left on Anakin, although I still have Undying Loyalty. Wanted to bring out Rex here, gain a bit of protection up. And look at that, we literally get Undying Loyalty back in the nick of time. So RNG was on my side at this point. We gain a fair bit of health and protection back. Although Hound's Tooth on defense is the most annoying ship, guys, even now. Even when you have the Rebel Bomber, this particular ship can still be very annoying. As I find that you do disable the protection, but if you're not able to drop Hound's Tooth quick enough with your ships, it's gonna eventually regain protection again. So Rey's ship is doing a number on us, and we're losing a bit of our protection as well. But on that basic, we're able to drop him for 65 banners. So really quite happy with this result, guys. This guy was a pretty formidable opponent, pretty decent lifetime banners. Although I believe he went extremely heavy on offense. So looking at my defense here, I placed the exact same defense that I did last time. Well, not exactly the same. I've tweaked a couple of characters here and there. And have a look here in the back. The Kylo with Darth Revan still held. So it's pretty solid on defense, this particular lineup. And I did have Mon Mothma there as well. So I didn't need the Geos on offense in this particular battle, I didn't think. As I've already done the Dathomir feat, I probably could have placed Night Sisters on defense as well. But I did realize that Dathomir feat applies to gas as well. So if you're utilizing gas on offense, that's a pretty easy way to get to that feat. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you liked the content today. And if you did, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. I would appreciate, as I'm trying to grow this channel. And yeah, I hope you guys did well in your GAC. If you did, tell me about it in the comment section. And I will see you on the next one.